Hello everyone, we're doing another one of those videos. This one, oh whoops, sorry, wrong thing. This one is the top weirdest Halloween animatronics of all time. Right now I have 10. There might be a little more. There's one that I can't, I don't think it's on YouTube, but I know someone that has a link to it or a video of it, so I'm waiting for him to send me that. But we'll wait for that to be number one for when he sends it, because it is a really weird one. There's a lot, there's a lot of really weird Halloween animatronics out there. Especially, well, I'll talk a little more about that when I start going on about the list. But first, I'm gonna get the first one pulled up. The first one I'm going to show is this really weird Reaper that's made by Party Time, apparently. But it's a collab between Jemmy and Party Time, and apparently it's for this year. Now, I don't know if this is going to make it in production or not. I'm sure it's being sold somewhere. But I think this is a really weird one. Now, it looks like a knockoff of the Collector, but it's not a knockoff because Party Time is the company that made the Collector. But it's still feels like a knockoff of it anyways, like a bootleg. But what I don't like about it is the audio, and then the animation is stupid too. This is overused audio that Jemmy always uses. It's kind of like a Sunstar thing. But it's just weird. This fits in the really annoying category, the video I did the other day about the top annoying animatronics, but I feel like this is more weird than just annoying. I don't like it. It's weird. It gets so annoying so fast. I know the Painting Phantoms that Spirit sells has that audio, but it's not so annoying on those. But it doesn't fit this character. Oh. So I'll pull up the next one. Then the next one I have is Wheelchair Granny. It's so weird. This is one that came out in like 2015, I believe. And I remember this was like the weirdest animatronic of all time during the time it came out, but since then we've seen weirder ones. So, but yeah, she was famous for just being the worst spirit animatronic of all time. But now every year people change what's the worst spirit animatronic of all time. There's always something in the lineup now that people think is worse than the previous one. It was made by Morbid, which went out of business. This is Morbid towards the end of their prime. Not really prime though. This is already when they were going downhill, which led to them, going out of business and all that stuff, and just not doing so well.
Who are you? What are you doing here? You shouldn't be.
I don't even remember how much she was. I think she was like $200 or more. Now it's for people. It's the movement and how loud the mech is, and the phrases are stupid. Here's another video of one. It has like 3 phrases, I believe.
What are you looking at? I don't like it when people stare. I said, what are you looking at?
Same laugh at the end. Here's another one. This one's mouth doesn't move.
I just want to have a good look at you. Now come close. Just a little closer. Right there.
I think this is a later model with a plastic face or something. The next one is this one. It's called Walking Zombie Girl. But that's not the name it's known for. It's been like, its name by the whole community is literally Chipmunk Girl because of the audio. It's just so weird. Yeah. Here's a little more footage of it. Not working because hair is stuck in the wheels. So yeah, that's Chipmunk Girl. Another one is this Pennywise animatronic that was at Party City in 2018. It was made by Morbid, and it looks ugly. It doesn't really look accurate. The voice is not even it's not even the real voice of Pennywise. It's just the voice. Yeah, it's not good. They didn't use the original voice actor. The laugh is so bad.
Stop now! Come change, come flow. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll cheer, you'll die.
Yeah, it's just I never liked that one. And another one I dislike more than that Pennywise is the Floating Pennywise that was sold at Party City in 2019. I think it's dumber. It looks more the face looks worse than the other one. I hate this one more. It just doesn't make sense. It just looks dumb. Its face looks so bad. So yeah, that's the next one after the regular Pennywise. The next one I have is Lost Her Way. This was sold at Spirit Halloween in 2018. Now the concept is good, but her phrases are weird. They don't make sense because there's one part where she mentions their witch hunters chopped off her head and took it. She can't see or hear, but she's still talking. But that doesn't really make a lot of sense. She is creepy. She did freak people out, so she's not like really like weird visually or anything. It's a very cheap animatronic. It's a roaming prop. It didn't work right half the time. It almost never worked very well. It was just not very good. But the concept again was good, but the audio made it really weird.
I dragged myself out of the tomb to find my skull and get my revenge. And I will. Oh, I will. This is my fate in the world of the living. Forever. Never to sleep. Never to find peace. Can you help me? I can't see. I am surrounded by death and pain and darkness. Wherever I go is the wrong direction. Am I never to be whole again? Is anyone there? Hello? Is anyone there?
Oh, it stopped right before it got to that phrase that I was talking about. Here we go. Here's the rest of it. It's all one phrase. It's all one audio track. Her sensor was so sensitive, so she just about like never stops either.
Is anyone there? Hello? Is anyone there? They were witch hunters. They tried to kill me, but failed. So they chopped off my head and took it. But I cannot see, nor hear.
But she can talk. So yeah, that's her. She's not one of the weirdest ones. As a matter of fact, I'd say she's the least weirdest out of all these other ones. But yeah, these next two are about equal. It doesn't matter which place you put them. They're both pretty lackluster. And they're recent ones too. This one is Evelyn Leech. This was just sold last year for the 2021 Halloween season at Spirit Halloween. I don't see. I guess I get what they were going for. It's a bride that's holding a head, which is supposed to be her husband's head that got cut off and murdered on her wedding day. She cries and she holds the head up, and that's all she does. The thing is, that's the only animation she has. She's $200, and she lifts her arms like not even like an inch, just about. She doesn't lift it much at all. The main issue with it is her face looks so realistic, but the head that she holds looks so fake and cartoony. It looks so weird. It makes no sense why they couldn't put in a little bit more effort into the face. Look. See, so there's the, yeah. See, again, her face looks really realistic. And then the audio's good. But that's all she does. She just lifts it. That's it. And the eyes look very cartoony as well. Everything about the head is cartoony. It looks so fake. Like, there's nothing realistic about it. And it's weird because this is made by YJ. This is a company that made animatronics that looked like this. Chin Up Zombie, amazing face sculpt. Headbanger Zombie, amazing head sculpt. Zombie Barrel, amazing head sculpt. Ripping Reaper of Souls, again, amazing face sculpt. Their old props used to have such great detail in the heads, so you can't tell me they couldn't have made the head more realistic. Now, the only thing I can think of what happened is whoever sculpted these old animatronics is no longer with the company, and there's not a new guy who can sculpt the way they, because obviously whoever's there now probably doesn't have the rights to make these kind of sculpts or whatever, or they just don't know how to, and they just go to plastic to try to make a sculpt that looks good but doesn't look good. But they still could have done a lot better. I mean, Night Stalker is, again, nothing compared to this, but it's still got a better face sculpt than that head that Evelyn Leech holds. They could have done something much better with it. And I'm not sure how Evelyn Leech got produced being that weird when there's probably another, Spirit Halloween probably has like 50 animatronics they have their companies produce every year for them, and they have about 16 to 20 new animatronics in stores every year, and so they only choose a little handful of them. There's a bunch of other animatronics that never see the light of day in production, and it's the fact that they choose something like Evelyn Leech and the other one that I'm talking about over something that probably would have done much better. that's what makes me kind of irritated about things like that. Is like, it's fine if they wanted to release it, but they should have put a little more effort into them, because they probably chose releasing these over something else that was much better. The next one is Johnny Punk. It came out for Spirit Halloween in 2020. It's another one. It's very lackluster. This one is actually considered the worst Spirit Halloween animatronic of all time. But as of recently, it's actually become liked because of all the memes that have been made of it. And that Nate guy on YouTube goes to the stores and always does, "What are those?" with those shoes. And he ended up buying one, not because it's a good animatronic, but just because it became big, not for the right reason. It's not scary. It's supposed to be some edgy kid, teenager on a swing, some edgy bully teenager or kid. And the phrases are just not good. Again, this is an animatronic that could have been creepy. Having the audio silenced and him just hanging in a tree, he moves it really slow. In the right dark atmosphere with a steady spotlight going on, it could look creepy, but the audio totally takes away any chance of this thing being creepy when the audio's on. It only has 3 stupid phrases. The prototype had more phrases, and the phrases actually insult you. It was better, but Spirit removed them probably because they didn't want to deal with a bunch of Karens and all that stuff that would have complained about it being too insulting for their kids to hear, or whatever, what controversy it might have created. But this is Johnny Punk. Again, it could look creepy if it's in the right atmosphere, but as soon as the audio plays, ruins any chance of being creepy.
I've been waiting for you to come out and play. What
You know, it's a shame. They could have put a lot more effort in it. It has an amazing quality speaker sound box. It is like one of the loudest animatronics, and there's so much bass in it for an audio that's so stupid and pointless. Again, it's another one of those things. They probably chose to release this over something else that would have been so much better.
out and play? What took you so long? You made a big mistake coming over here. I'll give you a 3-second head start to get lost. 1, 2, 3! Who you calling a clown? You don't know who you're messing with.
It sounds like shit on this video. I think my speakers are about to blow it on this computer, so it sounds like shit on the computer, but it does have a good audio box in real life.
I've been waiting for you to come out and play. What took you so long?
Here's a video of the prototype one. This is the phrases it was supposed to originally had until they changed it to the ones that you just heard.
Hey, look at you. Frumpy shirt, mom jeans, terrible hairstyle. You know what I call people like you? Target practice. Better start running. Yeah, start running. Fast. You made a big mistake coming over here. I'll give you a 3-second head start to run away. 1, 2, 3. Nice outfit, pickle face. You going on a date or to your funeral? In your case, they'd be the same thing. Hey, who was that I saw you with earlier? Was it your sister, your girlfriend, your mom? It's hard for me to tell because you're all the same kind of ugly.
Imagine, this is at the flagship store on opening day in 2020. Imagine seeing that on display, thinking it's going to be really funny and have all those phrases, and you get it, and you just heard the stupid 3 that the one had. I bet some people were really mad about that. I bet that I bet someone did buy it thinking it would say all those things, and it didn't say any of those things. And I bet you someone got out there, bought one, and got mad.
Hey, look at you. Frumpy shirt, mom jeans, terrible hairstyle. You know what I call people like you? Target practice.
They had so many prototypes on display in 2020. Like even the Mommy's Favorite, it had 4 phrases, and it looked really creepy with the eye stuff that it had. And then someone probably bought it thinking that's exactly what they were going to get, but it only has 1 phrase and nothing, no details around the eyes or anything. It's just plain. I bet you some people were unhappy that year when they bought what they saw, thinking that they were going to get what they saw, and it wasn't what they saw. The next one, it's no surprise that this is on the list, is the Gemmy 2020 Michael Myers. I have both on the list. I classified them as the same theme, but they're not really the same theme. I mean, the 2022 model looks good, but see, this one looks just stupid completely. Like, this is weird. But the other one looks good, but this doesn't play the Michael Myers theme song, which is the biggest problem with this animatronic. It plays a generic ringtone that you can actually, it's a real ringtone that you can actually buy off the App Store or whatever, or iTunes or whatever. But yeah, Gemmy apparently couldn't get the license to use the Halloween theme, so they made their own music for it, and this is what they put in it.
On him.
And now everything Michael Myers related that Gemmy makes uses this audio. It's retarded, but
I wouldn't pay any more than that. And that's
oh yeah, the face looks horrible.
Honestly, even with that, I think that's too much.
On this one, so plasticky.
Just hot glued on, so you guys can be even more disappointed with this item. Okay, so I plugged him in. He hasn't gone off yet. So I'm gonna try to do it with the lights like I normally do. See how that turns out for us.
There's so many memes and jokes about this, like, this sounds like an elementary school choir and stuff. Or orchestra or whatever. But yeah, that's... So yes, for this year, Gemmy fixed up the horrible looks, but that wasn't the main problem of the prop. It was the audio, and they didn't do anything, which I didn't think they were. I knew they weren't going to fix the audio, because they were going to release a tabletop version of this too, and it had that audio too, and they didn't release it because of that. Like, no consumers wanted to buy it. Or wholesalers, whatever. So a lot of Gemmy animatronics or life-size animatronics are just weird now, but this is still the weirdest of them. Not this one, the other one, but still, this one's still pretty bad. Well, yeah, thought. The Jason is lazy, it just moves its arm. Same with the Freddy. They're all weird and lazy. This is that tabletop one that was supposed to come out last year. Same thing.
That's no Halloween.
But they did release a Candy Bowl version this year with the same audio. It's so dumb. I'd rather get that instead of the life size because I don't have to spend $250 on that. Just, yeah. I don't know what's going on with Gemmy with these Michael Myers though. It's just weird. Oh guys, I'm so sad. Number 1 on my list. There's nothing that could be weirder or top this one. It doesn't exist. It was called Flying Dog Man. It's exactly it's exactly what Flying Dog Man. It's exactly how you hear it. Like it's. It was literally, the floating Pennywise you just saw earlier. It was that. It did that. It was a human like a human-shaped body with a dog head, pit bull, and it had, the weirdest part is it had Wacky Mo Clown's audio. So its phrases, it's a dog man that's supposed to look like it's flying in the air. Again, a dog head on a human body, and it's not a custom. It was something that was actually going to get made at one point. I don't think it did because obvious reasons, but it literally said, "I'm going to whop you with my hammer." It's same phrase as Wacky Mo. Now there was a video of the prototype Howling Werewolf that was sold at Spirit Halloween in 2016, which had a witch audio that was from Seasonal Visions. I think it was one of the Cauldron Witches or something like that. But nothing about this animatronic made sense of any kind. Again, Wacky Mo audio, a dog head on a human body that's floating in the air, side to side. It was just so bizarre. It was so laughable. Nothing is weirder than that. It's a shame the video's gone now. Oh yeah, and when it said I'll whop you with my hammer, the Wacky Mo phrase, it wasn't holding a hammer or anything. So it was like, what hammer? If someone has the video of Flying Dog Man, if someone saved it, re-upload it. It needs to be remembered. This is weird as hell. Morbid was making such weird stuff towards the end. It was just so weird. Like, look at this. Oh. I don't know if half of these even got made. Look at that. Pennywise's audio, none head on a Reaper body. I hope that doesn't exist. Well, production. There's no way that made it to production. The fuck? Yeah, they were making some weird shit. What's this one? Oh. Okay. Well, there's one other I'm gonna show you. Oh. Two more. This thing's weird as hell too. This is another Gemmy one. 2018. It was sampled. This never got produced. Wait. I don't think... Wait. I forgot the audio it played out. Overused Sunstar Gemmy audio. Okay, it's not really... It's okay. But I don't know. Still, it's weird. I get the concept, but that overused audio, no. No, this is the other thing I was... This thing right here. This is probably like one of the other weirdest things. I don't know if... Oh, it's in a store, so this is something that exists. Oh my god. I thought there was... Yeah, I don't know. I remember there was some that had like Wild Witches audio, but it also had another audio with it as well. But I don't know if it was... I don't remember if it was a weird item. For some reason I thought that was this, but no. But that is still weird. I think some other maybe honorable mentions would be... there's some newer animatronics this year. I feel like that could be considered like weird animatronics. Like Tombstone Terror is... It's just a cheap skull head that's glued to like a pop-up mechanism behind a tombstone. And then, but I don't know if that's not really like, it's not weird, it's just cheap. And then there's young Crouchy. To me it's weird, but there's so many Crouchy fans, so I understand why Spirit did it, and so therefore it's not really a weird item for other people, but for me it looks really weird. It's the name, Young Crouchy. I don't need to show pictures of them because they're new animatronics. Everyone knows what I'm talking about right now, I'm pretty sure. I don't know about the Skelly Bones. Skelly Bones audio is, the new one is audio is just as annoying as the other one. Well, not the ending part when he's singing, when he goes back down, that's really annoying. I wouldn't say it's weird though. That one. The voice for Possessed Pumpkin this year is not very good, so some people are thinking that's pretty weird, but it looks really cool though. But these are props that are like both look weird and have bad audio. I just thought of another one, and it's another new one for this year, but it's not Spirit. It's this one. It's a dummy animatronic. Apparently it's made by Party Time as well. But it looks like the eyes look like Magic Power, but I know they went out of business, but I think they're starting a new company though. There's a newer company, or another company bought the rights to their stuff, or to make more stuff. Yeah. So I don't know if this is that, but either way, its audio is really weird.
Hey, you know what it's like to be trapped inside a dummy? Well, maybe you do. Don't let him put me in the box. I really hate the box.
That phrase is so weird. I really hate the box. And the prototype mannequin that was made by Morbid, the one that said apples are candy. I did a video of that on the Gemini Master Animatronics a long time ago. This is pretty weird too. This is called Soul Pizza. This was made by Morbid as well.
Why did he do this to us?
It's weird. There's a Freddy Krueger chest thing that Morbid did too with the same audio. This. So it's weird.
You're looking for a great costume. And
yeah, you wear it, like, but it's so weird. Yeah. I feel like Betty Sharp, it's another new Spirit animatronic for this year, is on the weird side too. Her face looks so weird.
Things? Can I show you my collection?
I know there's people that like it, but that looks so weird.
I love cooking. Mommy lets me do all the chopping. My sister used to be Mommy's favorite, but I took care of that.
Oh yeah, the Jemmy Crawling Nose that was made in 2007 it was a Target exclusive. That's another one of those really weird items. which I still own. A crawling nose, yeah.
Who cut the cheese? Don't act like it wasn't you. Shit for me.
3 collectors own it now, though. Finally, I'm not the only one that owns it.
Man, something smells in here. Is it you or me? It's definitely you. Let me get a whiff of that. I live for smelling stuff.
Okay, well, yeah, you get it. And I'm not gonna make a video, but most of Sunstar's stuff is really weird too. It's mostly really cheap, and everything almost has the same audio. Like Sunstar only uses like 6 different audios for their stuff. But yeah, I'm not gonna, yeah. But I think I'm gonna end that here. I'm sure there's some things I've forgotten about that I'll think about after. But it's late. It's one in the morning. I'm tired. I want to go to bed. So yeah, if I think of enough more weird things, I can always make a part 2. But help me find more weird animatronics that you think should be in the next one if I do another one. So yeah, let me know what you think. Do you agree with my picks, or what animatronics do you think are really weird? But I think these are the weirdest of the weird, though, from what I could find and remember at the moment. So yeah.